Greetings to my dear Aries. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. This is a short check-in for the month of November. The energy of Aries, the first house, is activated. So let's go ahead and get started. Please clear your mind, and I will build for you the Great Mirror. The Great Mirror is a tool, it's a 9-card spread, designed for you to find guidance within the connection that may exist between you and a significant other. Please take only what you will and what resonates. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay. Okay, you're going through some incredible changes. And once again, this dynamic is showing up. There's been a lot of this dynamic this month. Running away and someone else trying to follow in some sort of way. Many admirers you have here. Many. And there could be a connection here that has to do with an organization or a group. Trying to understand the structures of this group or this organization has been kind of befuddling for you in some sort of way. You've gone on a deep spiritual transformative quest that has to do with the renegotiation through criticism or through the dark night, essentially trying to figure out structures that work for you or structures that do not. There's something about you that is willing to take the gamble in order to shake things up. And as you do this, the potential connection here will be very activated, okay? Meaning that once things start to shift, it could be good fortune or bad fortune, and perhaps there's a lot of things unsaid on an emotional level or perhaps unfelt on an emotional level that needs to be awakened. This is why you are searching for the inner flame of criticism, and as you do this, there's something very clear that will happen on your path. This person or this place or this thing, this object of affection, they represent a type of disharmony within the world around you that is embodied within the connection that you have with this person, okay? This could be a very delicate situation in which the powers that be have been a bit too intense, or perhaps the great plan, the grand master plan that exists here is no longer working in some sort of way. This could have been also some form of love triangle, or perhaps there could have been multiple parties that was just too complicated for you. So there's a need for you to break free from something that may be entrapping you and to find your own truth, as well as going through the path of eremitia, the hermit, which is all about philosophies and higher learning, understanding through the dark night, some of the more darker aspects about human condition or human existence. They see you as this kind of figure too, as an old soul, someone who goes through their own experience because they've been through it before, and they come and you represent a light of truth for them. But because the Three of Pentacles is here, there's a lot of non-cooperative energy. Perhaps that's one reason why you had to leave. Now, on the soul level, by the way, it doesn't mean that you're not going to return. It just means for the time being, you're waiting for this catalyzation. And before we go deeper, there's something about here, the intentions that have to do with a great deal of major arcana action. You guys are both working hard in order to shift the scales and to perhaps unleash potential energies between both of you. As these are unleashed, there's going to be a polarity of dark and light, both of them being very confusing, but also being of the same polarity, okay? Meaning the yin yang is here, opposite, positive, negative. I mean, they all sort of equalize, and anything that is said or done or especially felt will be felt through the sort of change or the shakeup of the power structures of who is in power within this connection. There's a lot of power sort of hunger here. Not necessarily in your end. Your end is more about self-empowerment and being dignified and graceful enough to walk the path that you are meant to walk on. But still, there's an emotional undertone here that needs to be addressed, and it will happen when Uranus takes hold and shifts things up for you. There still is the desire to work hard in this connection, but to work hard in very principally driven ways in which there is no sacrifice, or perhaps there is a mutual sort of merging between two different worlds. Okay, um, both of you can be very critical about this connection, and both of you are in need of a shift. Okay, there also is a secret here that they harbor that has to do with strengths that lie within their own foundation, their own core foundation, something that you cannot touch, that is fundamentally theirs, but it also is a type of demon for you and them, and it's hard for you to wrestle with that as well as them to wrestle with that as well. They're going through cycles, and there's a period of 3 months that might be very relevant here. Okay. Um, mm. On the soul level, there is something about them that wants to contribute to this. There's a power play. Okay. As they do this, they do so gullibly or perhaps naively, but out of their naivety, they learn a great lesson here. Okay. There is ultimately some form of distant sort of respect here that is required for anything to work. Okay, there's a lot of materialization that occurs on the soul level. So what has occurred here is a very material, physical aspect on which the planes have conspired to essentially bring you to meet each other and to have your experience together. Okay, there's something about you that needs to let loose the emotions that have been suppressed here. So, you through the experience of the world and through your experience in general have become calloused in some sort of way. And these emotional undertones, they guide you, and they can serve very fruitful for you in order to heal the connection. There's something about them that also wants to sacrifice, but their sacrifice is a sort of power play, as I've mentioned. You have to teach this person a great lesson, whatever that is, either by walking away or returning, or perhaps addressing the emotional sort of undertones here. This will help you to understand and perhaps wash away any of their need to dominate over you in some sort of way. Okay, it's very funny, very cute. Hopefully that helps, my dear Aries, and please take care now. I do wish you well, and if you would like a private reading, I am available. Otherwise, take care. Bye.